your boy's about to be a dad in the next week or so. So by the time this comes out, I'll be having a kid, which is fucking nuts.
Dude.
This cigar is great. It has tobacco from Nicaragua, Honduras.
Nicaragua?
Just say Nicaragua and Honduras. Like, why are we doing this awkward, like, accent change? Recently featured in our very first Cigar magazine.
Yeah, it's kind of really cool, man. It was kind of cool.
Highlight our podcast for the last 5 years, who we are, what we've been doing, a part of the cigar culture. I'm just going to come out and say it, but about fucking Trump getting shot. That's fucking sick.
Live television.
Yeah.
That's a huge, huge fucking deal.
What we got in there? What is that?
Oh, I just spilled it all over my computer. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Burn Down. As you can see, it's a little different today, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm by myself in the studio. I don't have somebody across from me, but I have a gentleman in the computer screen on the other side of Zoom. Eric, what's going on?
On this side of the angle in my kitchen.
So
why am I in my kitchen, you ask?
Why is Eric in his kitchen? Before we get into that,
yeah.
If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified every time we drop a new episode. We have episodes every single Friday, okay? And if you're not sure what the Burnout Podcast is, you're probably living under a rock for the last 5 years, but we try to bring people together over a cigar, all right? We bring people together one cigar at a time. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe in. You're always welcome on the Burnout Podcast. Sit down, we light up a cigar, we pour ourselves a drink, and we interview anybody and everybody all across the planet. That's what we do here on the Burnout Podcast. So, Eric.
Quick question. Do I need to be recording on Zoom right now or no?
I don't think so, no. This is just so that we can actually see each other and so I can get your audio back in.
Just try to get some.
You know what I did? You know what we didn't do, though, is I didn't hit the record button on the audio, so we got to do that all over again. Actually, no, I did hit the record button, so we don't have to do it all over. Oh! This is weird.
People, we're
weird.
a little bit rusty. We haven't done a virtual, us being separate from each other for the last 4 years, since COVID, because during COVID, that's all we did was the Zoom podcast. So we're a little bit rusty, all right? So give us a break.
Yeah, I just had to make sure we're all good. So, Eric, why are we not face-to-face, okay?
Great question.
Why do we got to do Zoom, man? Tell the people.
Well, first of all, whoa, some loud-ass thunder outside. The first real question is, why am I not smoking a cigar? That's a real question, right?
Well, we can clearly see that you're inside your house.
Well, I could be doing this outside. I really wanted to, but besides the thunderstorm that just rang out, it's hot as balls. It's like 95 degrees in New York, and with the humidity in New York, you can't do it. You can't sit outside.
It's summer. It's supposed to be hot. But it did just thunder, so could you imagine if I came up there, we set everything up outside, and then kabam, we just got pissed on?
Bro, you know what? I was just thinking that. You just because imagine you brought all that shit up.
Yep.
And then that wouldn't have, that was, so good call on our part. 95 degrees isn't bad, but it's the humidity. When we went to Arizona for my bachelor party years ago, we played in like 110 degree weather playing golf, but it was dry. And you know what? It was manageable. There's no humidity. When it's 90 degrees in New York and humid, it's a whole nother ball game. So
yeah, it's kind of rough.
It sucks, bro. So I'm not smoking a cigar, but I am drinking some Hibiki, a Burn Down Podcast classic, Hibiki whiskey, Japanese whiskey. But the real question is, why am I not with Justin? Why am I not in the Burn Down studio? If you guys couldn't tell from a previous episode, your boy's about to be a dad in the next week or so. So by the time this comes out next week, I'll be having a kid, which is fucking nuts.
Dude, fucking why? She's right there.
So I can't be far from my wife because she can go at any time.
She's right there.
So I didn't want to go, because I live about an hour away from Justin, so that's without traffic. So I didn't want to drive an hour and a half, be with Justin doing the podcast. All of a sudden, my wife's water break, and she's like, "I got to go to the hospital, and I'm home alone."
Yeah, no, can't do it. Can't do it. So we have to make do, okay? And this is what we do. We are men of the people, and the people want a Burn Down Podcast episode. We give the people what they want.
Wow, you're right. So I'm recording on my iPad. You're recording on your iPhone.
Yep.
We're figuring it out.
And it's kind of cool because I'm recording on. This is cinematic mode. So this is the brand new iPhone cinematic mode. Let's see. I'm kind of curious to see how this looks, man.
So your angle is going to look a lot cooler than mine.
I don't know. It's probably not going to make a difference. Like, let's be honest. It's just going to take up way more space on my phone.
Yeah, true.
But what I did do is
my phone.
I put my computer up on the boxes, so now I'm looking like at my computer, but it's kind of like I'm looking at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I did the same thing. My computer's like propped up on a box. I have my iPad on a phone stand, but below it is a box that has a candle on top of it, and my whole thing is on top of this whole. I'm gonna take a video actually right now of
you got to do it, man. Got to do what you got to do, man.
What we're doing here. So
what up?
We got to do what makes do. We're running out of time here before I have a child. So we wanted to get some episodes in so we don't run out, because the only time we ever have not dropped an episode was like the first year during Christmas.
Yeah, and that's because Christmas landed on the Friday, and we said we're not doing it.
Yeah.
We said you're not supposed to be listening to a podcast on Christmas. You're supposed to be with your family. We didn't do it.
So I want to keep that streak alive. We haven't missed a Friday since December of 2019. So let's keep it alive. We wanted to keep it alive.
Damn, I gotta say, this cigar is fucking delicious, man.
Yeah. So the Blueprint coming out with our second cigar very soon. I know.
Dude, when is that? Yeah, when's that? Dude, come on.
We were told this month. We were told the original goal was June. Then Jonas told us, "Hey, based on our quality control metrics,
yep, we got to make sure that's right. We got to make sure it's right.
Tobacco from the new cigar did not pass, so we have to scrap them and start over." So in my head, I said that sucks, but also, hey, you know what? It's kind of good that you're taking pride in your work and knowing
you have to, dude. You got to do it.
It's not just some Joe Schmo cigar. So we apologize for delay.
Had to be done.
They told us July should be the date. We're in the middle of July right now, so we'll see. But it's exciting. 2 years with the Blueprint, second year of having a cigar.
Are we going to tell the name? Are we going to tell the name yet, or what? We've said it one time, and it wasn't even on the show. Yeah,
we did. It wasn't even on our show. You're right.
I know. It was on Why Not You Media's little chit chat.
And I don't even know if that even aired.
I don't know if it did either.
Let me just take a sip of this. So I just want to say cheers to you, buddy. So I appreciate you always figuring it out and us being malleable and adaptive to our environment that are always changing.
Hell yeah.
Cheers,
brother. I'm drinking a little, and this is an ode to Eric right here. I don't know if you can see it.
What we got in there? What is that?
Oh, I just spilled it all over my computer. It's coffee black.
Oh, black like my women.
Now I got to get a freaking.
Spill coffee on your computer.
I did. You might. I was trying to tilt it away so you could see that there's no cream in it, but I spilled it all over my mouse pad.
Jeez.
It's all good. Well, it's coffee black.
Justin, you're cleaning your computer off the coffee. You know, I did want to talk about one thing on the podcast that we were recently featured in our first.
Is it the first one?
We were recently featured in our very first cigar magazine.
Is this the first one?
Yeah, I mean we've done like online interviews, but this is an actual publication.
Magazine.
Yeah, because so the magazine is called Humo Latino. So they're a Spanish cigar magazine, and let me see here.
But it's available in both Spanish and English.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So thank you. So yeah, it's media specialized in the tobacco culture. So you could see all the different covers and articles and guests and interviews they've all had on here. Us being one of them in the July edition. And
it's kind of cool, man. It was kind of cool.
The topic is called Cigars and Conversations, and they just highlight our podcast for the last 5 years, you know, who we are, what we've been doing, a part of the cigar culture, the cigar industry. And it's really cool to see and be featured in a magazine, because this is what we've always wanted. You know, we always wanted to be a part of an industry. We wanted to be part of something. And I tell people, they're like, wow, that's awesome. And we always talk about like how things happen overnight, right? But they don't really.
No. I mean, and you know what's crazy too is like, I feel like, And we've done a lot. Okay, we've been a podcast for 5 years. We've had a cigar brand for 2 years. There's a lot that we've done. We've done events. We've done golf outings. We're in lounges. We've done lounges. Like lounge events. We've done the podcast. We've met so many incredible people. We've traveled. So we've done a lot. And now we're in a magazine. Okay, we've been interviewed a couple times, but I still feel like we haven't even begun.
No, we haven't.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we've done a lot in 5 years, and we've built this brand, okay, and it's into a successful business, okay? Now, we're obviously still working our 9-to-5s, and the goal is to ultimately do this full time, but I feel like we haven't even, we haven't even broken out yet. I feel like we're still a baby.
It's like a thing where it's like you work this hard to get to this part to start where you want it to be, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we haven't even broke out yet. I feel like we're still just in the early stages. Like, I feel like people, they might see us and say, okay, you know, that's a successful podcast. And I'm like, you guys aren't even ready. Like, we haven't even
guarantee you,
scratched
the next 5 years, the next 5 years are going to be where it really takes off.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Because it took us 5 years to get to scratch the surface. You know what I mean? Like, this is the surface. We were down here the whole time. Now we finally got here.
No, and that's what I feel. But I'm saying
now
that
we're supposed to go this high.
From another person's point of view, you know, they might say, wow, like, you guys are killing it. You guys are, you know, you have this many followers. You're getting listens. You're meeting all these crazy people. So I'm like, I feel like we haven't done shit. You know, but from the outside, it might look like we've done a lot. And yes, we have done a lot in retrospect, but I still feel like we haven't even broken out yet. We're still just right there, you know?
So, I mean, out of all that, we just wanted to say shout out to, first of all, Blanca, who reached out to us.
Yes.
She's a columnist for the Humo Latino Magazine. So shout out to Blanca for reaching out to us and getting us featured, the Burn Down podcast featured in the magazine. And then not only this month of July that we're going to be featured, but also in the edition for August for Humo Latino Magazine, the Blueprint Cigar is going to be featured.
Yes.
So this month is the Burn Down podcast. The next month is the Blueprint Cigar. So crazy.
How you doing? Love
crazy shit, bro.
Love it, man, dude. It's and what else? I mean, what else we got going on? The Blueprint's gonna be featured next month, and next month it's funny because the Blueprint will be featured in Humo Latino, but our next cigar will be out by next month.
Yeah. Dude, isn't it, a side note, isn't it funny when, like, you have to do, like, an accent, so you talk like this, and then all of a sudden, like, your whole demeanor changes? Like, yeah, so we were featured in this magazine, Humo Latino Magazine. It's like, say Humo Latino.
You know what's funny? That reminds me of, there used to be, I don't know if it was a joke or if it was an actual news, like, broadcast, but when they did something about Michael Jackson, and they said it's funny when you have, like, a Spanish, like, news channel, and I'm gonna butcher it. I don't speak fluent Spanish, but they'll say something like blah 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 Michael Jackson blah 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 blah, like, you know, and it's the same thing. You're talking about blah, 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 Humo Latino blah, 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 you know?
Well, dude, it happens all the time. Like, even with cigars, you'd be talking about, like, this cigar is great. It has tobacco from Nicaragua, Honduras.
Nicaragua? Yeah.
It's like, just say Nicaragua and Honduras. Like, why are we doing this awkward, like, accent change?
You got it. I mean, or like
I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, or perfect example, if it has a Spanish name, like the Flor de las Antillas.
Yeah.
You know, you ever had this cigar? It's a great cigar. It's by my father. It's called Flor de las Antillas. But
it's like, whoa, where did that Spanish come from?
Yeah, but you know what? You kind of want to say it right. You know, like, I want to say it right.
But it's just funny how, like, you can be like, you're just talking about it, and you're just in your regular normal voice, and it's like 3 words are exotic or foreign, and you just change your whole demeanor and your whole accent for those 3 words, and you get right back into it.
That's what you got to do, man.
Is it not raining by you?
It looks gloomy.
Bro, I mean, it's coming down.
It's going to hit us. It's going to hit us. It's been hot and humid all day, dude. You know, talk about hot and humid. My garage. So in my gym, dude, bro, it was like working out in a sauna. I have the thing up there, and it says like 80, 85 degrees with 80% humidity.
Bro, that's sick though. I like working out in that shit.
Yeah, but I did leg day, and it was, bro, it was. But
my garage is. It's funny because I have a garage, and I I took it over from somebody else, and I guess the previous owner must have like their home, like you do, like their home workout.
Tell me they left all that shit in there.
No, I wish.
Oh.
They had on the drywall, it's all their like workout sets, their numbers, the different workouts. I'm like, why would you like write this on the wall like in pen? Like,
bro, so how far is your garage from where you live?
It's like a 2-minute walk.
Dude, so why don't you, it's Prime Day. Go on Amazon Prime. I'll send you like 3 things. You buy all 3 of these, it'll be like a couple $100 and you set up a fucking gym, dude. Done.
I need the space.
Dude, look at my what space you need? You need a 6x6 block on the floor.
I got to use it for my car sometimes. That's the thing for me.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, we have I have shelves and bins and stuff in there, but that's all against the wall in the back. So like when we go away sometimes, or if I'm not driving or whatever, it's good to put my car in there because I don't have to worry about parking or tickets or fucking people, bothering my shit.
I was gonna say, if you have enough, you can. I mean, you just go on like.
If I had like a 2-bay garage, and then fuck yeah, I'd be having a whole.
Sick, because then you don't have to go to the gym anymore. You just walk down there and.
Oh, I know. That's absolutely.
It's sick, and you don't need a whole lot, and especially it's Prime Day, dude. You can get some sick deals. Sick deals.
Talking about sick. I'm just gonna come out and say it. But about fucking Trump getting shot. That's fucking sick.
Bro, all right, this conversation. We're gonna pause. End of the last conversation.
We're gonna box up that one. And
dude, now we're starting. This is fucking crazy. Okay, now if you don't want to hear about this stuff, then you just skip to the end. But we're about to talk about some shit right now.
If you don't want to listen to this stuff, it really shouldn't be affecting you. It's something that's important.
Okay, this is what I've said to people, and I go, listen. Remove the fact that it's Trump, okay? Because some people like Trump, and some people hate him. Okay, remove the fact that it's Trump. Okay, any big political figure, if it was Biden, if it was Kamala, if it was RFK, if it was DeSantis, if it was Trump, if it was any big political figure or any big figure, period, somebody just tried to assassinate them on national television. That is a huge fucking deal. That is a huge deal. Okay, like in our country's history, that's only happened a handful of times, successfully twice.
I think that's like I can count on my one hand.
Right now, if you're I would say successfully, and it's a poor word to use, but the assassination attempt,
lack of a better word,
the assassination attempt was successful on 2 presidents,
or complete. Right, the assassination attempt was completed.
Yeah, okay, on 2 presidents, right? It was Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. But if you branch it out, right, Martin Luther King, another big political figure, was assassinated, right? So so this is not like it happens every single year.
Dude, not even a political figure. John Lennon. He wasn't a political figure.
But that's what I'm saying. Like somebody on live television.
Yeah.
That's a huge, huge fucking deal in American history. And like I said, remove the fact that it's Trump. It could have been anybody. It just happened to be Trump, and this is causing like a huge stir up for Republicans. But it's like that's a big fucking deal.
Bro, it happened on my birthday. I'm driving to dinner, right? Having a good time, about to have some great food. My wife, Marissa, obviously next to me, one of our friends texts us in a group chat, and it's like, Trump assassination attempt, almost got shot. And I'm like, she's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, click the link. I guarantee you, it's like, who's the big black guy with this freaking schlong hanging out? That guy. I'm like, it's like a freaking funny.
Oh, it's gonna want to be one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I forgot what.
Or like you pop it, it's like a Rickroll video.
Yeah. Never gonna get.
Yeah.
But I thought it was gonna be like one of those meme things. So then I get another. Then my phone starts getting texts, and then the internet's freaking crazy because within like. She's like, no, I think this is real. I'm like, all right, well, Google it. And obviously all the, Google is all over the place. So then within like 5 minutes on Twitter, there's a video of it. And I'm like watching it at the red light in disbelief. I'm like, no, like this is not real. Like this can't happen. So I'm like, holy shit, this is a big deal. Like
that's what I was trying to tell. Like this is a huge deal. This isn't just like. And I told remove the fact that it was Trump. Like, it could have been anybody up there. It's still a big deal. Like this is.
So it's a weird feeling knowing that like big news when not everyone else does, in a sense. Because I go to this restaurant, right, and we had to wait. So we had a reservation, but to be outside, it's a wait no matter what. So it was like a 30-minute wait. So I said, all right, I'm going to go get a beer. So I'm at the bar, and they have it on the TV screen. Boom. Blasted. And there's one guy in the corner eating dinner, and he's watching it, but I guess he's not reading it because he's seeing Trump like fight, yeah, like throwing his fists up, and he's like, man, Trump, no matter what people throw at him, he's always like giving it back to him. He's like, look at him, he's rah rah rah. I'm like, yeah, man, that's the New Yorker in him. That's the attitude. That's
fucking crazy though. That the motherfucker got shot and then got up and fist pumped and made himself an even bigger target. Like, fuck you, you got to keep on fighting. Dude. That's savage.
It was
like think about it. Somebody, if you just got shot, right? Like this close from death, okay, went right by your ear. You're going down and staying down, like covering up and like army crawling out of there because I'm not going to pop back up. And the guy's just, but he pops back. I mean, granted, it wasn't immediately, but after a little while, gets up and he's like, that was basically a big old fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude,
awesome.
It was wild to watch. It was like
crazy. So tell me about this guy.
Oh yeah, so I'm like, yeah, man, it's it's the true New Yorker in him. He's got the attitude, the grit, like no matter, he never backs down. He's like, bro, that's so true. That he's like, you said it, that's right, a nail on the head. That's so true, New Yorker. I'm like, yeah, like he even got shot and he's still doing it. And he's like, what? I said, you got it right here. You got shot. And his whole was like, what? He got shot? Holy shit. And then the bartenders were like, what? They're like, oh my God, they shot Trump. And everyone started going in a fucking bonanza. And it was like weird that I was like the vehicle to deliver this news to people who I don't even know. And it's this huge news. It was like such a weird experience. But it was wild.
It's a wild thing. And the more that the more I learn and the more I hear. Now, granted, okay, you can't always trust everything you read on the internet, right? But I've been looking into it and stuff, and there's some credible sources, and you're looking, but the more I learn about what went down, the more I'm like, how in the world did this happen? Okay,
that whole staff should just be fired right off the bat.
It's just the lapse of intelligence by the Secret Service during it doesn't make sense to me, right? I heard the story of what's her name, I gotta look it up. Let me look it up right now so I don't fucking absolutely butcher this. What's her name? She is the Secret Service. I'm going to look it up. The article. Director Kimberly Cheadle. So this was 15 hours. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Oh, shit. What happened? Did I lose you?
No, I got you.
Okay. So this is, well, I don't know what happened. The page is having a problem.
Sweating.
Can you still... Are you there?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay, well, I can't see you. Apparently, I just lost, Oh, no. Cancel. There you are. I just can't see you.
I see you loud and I hear you.
It's strange. It's just like, oh, there you are. Yeah, it's so weird. All right, well, there's you. Let's see if I can, all right. Director of Secret Service. Okay. So, Wall Street Journal. Why can't I reach the page? Doesn't matter. So, this article came out that said the director of the Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle, the reason she said, this was the reason that she gave why there was nobody on that roof, right? Because my philosophy was, off the bat, I'm like, listen, if I'm, Trump's probably the most famous person on the planet living, right? And at right now, if he's having a rally and I'm the Secret Service, I'm going, all right, what's the furthest that a sniper could shoot, right? What's the furthest that we got? I don't know what it is. Sure. Okay, let's say it's 300 yards. That's a hell of a fucking shot. Let's say it's 300. I'm making a radius, 300 yards radius, and I'm covering every fucking spot within that radius. Like heavily covered, guarded, making sure, scoped out the entire. I'm not even looking at Trump. I'm looking away from Trump. I'm basically in a big perimeter, okay? And there's a reason why they set up where they set up, because there was a building behind him, so nobody could get from behind. There was trees on one side. There was water on the other side. So they're basically trying to narrow the angle that attacks could come from, right? Because if you're in a big open field, the attack can come from 360. It's harder to guard that. But if the narrower the window is, the easier it is to protect it, okay? But what I'm saying is, okay, that building is within that window. It's within range of a sniper. Why was there nobody on that fucking roof? Like, how did some random 20-year-old kid get up on that roof? Director of Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle, comes out and says, "Oh well, the roof was too sloped, and the angle of the slope was a little bit too much. The safety of our secret, so we couldn't put somebody. So we decided to have it from the inside. So you mean to tell me
that's ridiculous, bro?
That somebody that's part of the Secret Service, it's too dangerous for them to lie on that roof, to guard that roof, but a 20-year-old kid could get up there no problem?
Come on.
Like,
I don't even think, for some reason you're frozen, but I hear you on the screen. But I don't even think that, like, I can't even imagine that someone thinks that's okay. Like, that can't be stupidity. That has just to be, I don't know what the word is, the adjective, but it's not stupid. Like,
well, that's what I said. I'm like, listen, if you're going to give an excuse, at least make it believable.
Yeah, how do you let that happen? How, what did he?
And the kid was spotted going through a metal detector with a rangefinder. Why? What do you need a rangefinder for at a Trump rally? Like, why would you need a rangefinder? You're not going golfing. You don't need to shoot the pin from 150 yards. What else are you shooting to find the distance?
It's just crazy.
I don't. Happen. And the more I hear about it, the more I'm like, this doesn't make sense. This is just complete lapse of intelligence and of doing your job. You just completely failed at your job. Your job is to protect the president, and you're supposed to set up all a perimeter and stations everywhere, and you're supposed to scope everything out so that nothing like this happens. And you let some 20-year-old kid come in with a sniper, climb a ladder, nonetheless.
Yeah,
like, it just doesn't make sense.
It makes you really wonder. Conspiracy theories really start to pour in. It's just like, where I don't even know the words. Like, how do you allow that to happen? How does it get to that point? What makes you think out of all the structures, that's the only one that you don't want to cover for whatever reason? It's a steel roof. It's too sloped. Whatever it is, it shouldn't be overlooked. Like,
right. That's my point.
If there's a will, there's a way.
That's my point. Like, I would have had guys in the fucking trees. I'd have had guys underneath the trees, looking up in the trees, and make sure nobody was up there. Like,
thankfully,
I don't get it.
Man above was looking over his body that day, because if he like turned a half an inch, a millimeter the other way, or whatever it was, as they were saying, he wouldn't be here right now, which is fucking nuts to think about.
I'm going to just log off and sign back in so that I can get the camera back up.
Oh, I can see you.
Oh, you can? I can't. You can see me?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm moving?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can like, it's weird. I can see like the little one, but I can't see the big whatever. Doesn't matter. Can I make this?
I want to wrap this one up and shortly, because we gotta bang out 2 episodes, because next week we're not gonna meet with each other. But yeah, the last thoughts on the whole Trump thing was, it's just a big doy, and I don't even know. Like, I can't imagine. I don't know. It just doesn't. It rubs me the wrong way. You just think that one structure. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We don't need to worry about that one. I just find that so hard to believe.
So what was that? Oh yeah, this is the last thought. I mentioned that DEI was it the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Act or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you lost my thing. But anyway, I don't know if you could.
I can hear you.
Okay, so I wanted to see if I could find where it said it. But
speaking of DEI.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
so it said, So it's talking about like bringing, like the equity and everything, which, listen, I'm totally fine with equal opportunity. Everybody should get the same, like if you're trying to become a doctor or whatever, then there's all the applicants should all have, anybody can apply. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe in, right? Your race, creed, everybody can apply. But at the end of the day, it's whoever does the best, whoever is the best candidate for the job. Okay. So they were talking about this DEI thing in the White House, and one of the things that it says, right, it also includes, I'm quoting this, it also includes individuals who belong to communities that face discrimination based on sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, which is lesbian, gay, bisexual, the whole alphabet group, persons who face discrimination based on pregnancy or pregnancy-related conditions. So they're saying, and this was part of like the Secret Service, saying that we're not going to discriminate against pregnant women that want to be in the Secret Service.
It's not discrimination.
That's
just logic.
What do you mean? So you're telling me you're going to allow a pregnant woman to put her life in danger to protect the president? No, we should be protecting you.
Bro,
you're the pregnant woman growing a human being
on the podcast
inside of you. What are we talking about?
This is why we don't talk about this stuff, because my blood is boiling. I'm already hot in my own place. My blood is boiling because of how stupid that sounds. How is that discriminating against a pregnant woman? You're pregnant. You're carrying the life of somebody else. Your sole responsibility is to take care of that baby inside you. Nothing else. So you being pregnant, you have to go. You either have to go on some kind of leave, quit your job, take some time off, whatever. You can't be in a. And it's not like you're in an office job being pregnant. You're in a high, probably one of the most stressful jobs there is in this world. So that makes no sense to me.
Yeah. And again, I'm just picking out this little snippet on here, but that's just
crazy.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, so you're meaning to, and because they're saying, now granted, I can understand, right, if you want to get a desk job or something, it's a different story, but there should be, like, certain jobs, no, you're not doing it as a pregnant lady. I'm not allowing you to go into the army as a pregnant lady. Not saying that you can. I don't know the rule there, but this is saying the DEI was diversity, equity, and inclusion, that we're not going to discriminate on any job, and for paraphrasing, if you're pregnant. I'm like, no, you probably should. Like, there are certain jobs you probably shouldn't do for the risk of injuring you and or the baby.
You can't be a race car driver and be pregnant.
Yeah, you should. I don't think you should be a fucking wrestler for the WWE if you're pregnant.
You can't be in the WNBA and be pregnant. You got to take your time off and have your kid, then go back to play basketball. So
just doesn't make sense. It's like, we always talk about this. Make it make sense, right? Just think logically about this. Is this a wise decision?
The math ain't mathin', brother.
Exactly. The math ain't mathin'. But listen, that's going to do it for us here at the Burn Down Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode, okay? If you do, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening, whatever platform, give us the highest rating possible. Share it with a friend. Share it with a colleague. Be on the lookout for the new cigar that's coming. Be on the lookout for the new article that's coming, right? You can read the current article in Humo Latino, and you can read the next article coming next month that has the blueprint. Same magazine. We appreciate you guys. We love. I'm the Dapper Cigar. This gentleman on the other end of this computer is Brother Cigar. And
Eric and Justin.
That's us. So we thank you guys, and we'll see you at the next one.
We appreciate you guys. See you in my kitchen next week.
All right.